Have you ever heard of a save that defied the laws of football? Imagine the scene, the 1970 World Cup, Brazil versus England, with the legendary Pelé gearing up to score what seemed like a sure goal. But in the blink of an eye, goalkeeper Gordon Banks transforms into a true superhero of the net, making a save that is still regarded as the best in history. In this video, we'll relive that epic moment and explore how a single play can change the course of a game and become a legend in the world of sports. Get ready to be amazed by the incredible story behind Gordon Banks' impossible save. Maracanazo, 1950 World Cup. The Maracanazo is one of the most iconic and heartbreaking episodes in football history, especially for Brazilian fans. This significant event took place on July 16, 1950 during the World Cup held in Brazil. The Brazilian national team was in a privileged position as they only needed a draw against Uruguay to become world champions in a match that promised to be historic. The game was played at the Maracanã Stadium, which at the time was packed with over 200,000 eager fans, creating an electrifying atmosphere. At the beginning of the match, Brazil came out strong. The team was confident and quickly took the lead, igniting the crowd and leading them to believe that the title was theirs for the taking. Cheers and celebrations filled the stadium, and everyone thought that their dream of becoming world champions was finally within reach. However, Uruguay was not willing to let victory slip away easily. Showing grit and determination, they managed to equalize, building tension among the fans. The pressure mounted with each passing minute, but what no one expected was Uruguay's turnaround. In a decisive moment of the match, they scored their second goal, plunging the Maracanã into a chilling silence. Frustration swept over the Brazilian nation as they watched their dreams of glory fade away. When the referee blew the final whistle, the devastating 2-1 loss felt like a heavy blow, and from that moment on, the Maracanazo would become synonymous with one of the greatest fiascos in football history. More than 200,000 people were there to witness what became known as one of the biggest shocks in sports. The match not only affected Brazil's self-esteem in football, but also left a lasting mark on history, showing that in the world of sports, anything can happen. The Maracanazo is still remembered today as a reminder that victory is never guaranteed, and it has become an essential part of Brazilian football culture, often revisited in conversations about the highs and lows of the sport. The Hand of God goal, 1986 World Cup. The Hand of God goal is one of the most controversial and memorable moments in football history, directly associated with the iconic figure of Diego Maradona. This scene unfolded during the quarterfinals of the 1986 World Cup held in Mexico. In an electrifying match between Argentina and England, the game was loaded with emotional weight, especially due to the historic rivalry between the two nations, which had been intensified by the Falklands War just a few years earlier. In the second half of the match, Maradona, one of the greatest players of all time, stood out in a way that would spark debates for decades. He dribbled past several English defenders and, in a pivotal moment, reached the ball in the penalty area. What happened next was unexpected. He used his hand to deflect the ball into the goal. The foul was clear to many, but the referee, having not seen the infraction, validated the goal, putting Argentina ahead. The Argentine fans erupted in joy, while the English players and supporters were left in shock, calling for the goal to be disallowed. Maradona, for his part, didn't hesitate to etch his name in history with a memorable statement, saying the goal was scored a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. This phrase became ingrained in the memories of football fans and became part of the sport's folklore. The expression "Hand of God" took on a life of its own, symbolizing the mix of skill and luck that often defines football. But the Hand of God goal wasn't Maradona's only brilliant moment in that match. Shortly after, he scored another stunning goal, dribbling past almost half of the English team in a play that would come to be known as the goal of the century. With that, Maradona not only solidified his status as one of the greatest stars in football history, but also left a legacy that encompasses both genius and controversy. The match ended 2-1 in favor of Argentina, who advanced to the semifinals and eventually won the world title. The Hand of God goal continues to be discussed and analyzed, exemplifying how football is a sport full of emotions, surprises, and often controversies that are part of its charm. The Miracle on Ice, 1980 Winter Olympics. The Miracle on Ice is one of the most iconic episodes in Olympic history and sports in general. It occurred during the 1980 Winter Olympics held in Lake Placid, New York. At that time, the world was enveloped in the tensions of the Cold War, and the atmosphere between the United States and the Soviet Union was extremely hostile. In this context, the US hockey team, made up primarily of amateur players, faced off against the powerful Soviet team composed of professional athletes considered unbeatable. The game, played on February 22, 1980, began with the Soviets dominating, leading many to expect an easy victory. However, the American players, led by coach Herb Brooks, refused to be intimidated. With bold strategy and unwavering team spirit, they managed to tie the game and, in a moment of pure emotion, turned the match around to win 4-3, achieving a historic victory. This feat was much more than just a sports win. It represented a symbol of hope and determination during a time marked by divisions and conflicts. The climax of this epic victory is forever etched in the memories of sports fans and in the history of hockey. The famous announcer Al Michaels at the end of the game posed a question that echoed around the world. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. This phrase not only captured the emotion of the moment, but also encapsulated the feeling of triumph against the odds, something everyone could relate to. The aftermath of this match was immense, and the Miracle on Ice became a cultural landmark. The US team advanced to the final, where they defeated Finland and won the gold medal. This victory not only united the American people in a sense of national pride, but also highlighted the ability of a group of young amateur athletes to challenge the giants of the sport and come out on top. Today, the Miracle on Ice is remembered not only as a sports triumph, but as a story of courage, teamwork, and overcoming adversity. It has become a symbol that even in the most challenging circumstances, determination and belief can lead to surprising outcomes. The story of this game has inspired films, documentaries, and continues to be celebrated as one of the greatest tales in sports. Derek Redmond's Cramp, 1992 Olympics. The story of Derek Redmond at the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona is one of the most emotional and inspiring tales in the world of sports. He was competing in the 400-meter semifinals, a moment he had trained for years to achieve. Redmond was a talented athlete determined to reach the final. However, the race took an unexpected turn. While running at full speed, he suffered an intense cramp in his leg, causing him to collapse on the track and rendering him unable to continue. But what happened next is what truly makes this story special. Despite the pain and frustration, Derek refused to give up. He got back on his feet and began dragging himself toward the finish line. In that moment of struggle and determination, something extraordinary occurred. His father, Jim Redmond, who was in the stands, couldn't just sit there. He jumped over the security barrier and ran to his son. Jim didn't just provide emotional support, he also offered physical assistance, helping Derek stay upright as they both made their way across the track. This touching scene, with Derek fighting to complete the race while his father supported him, became a symbol of love and perseverance. Cameras captured this powerful moment, and the image of Derek being helped by his father quickly spread around the world. The crowd erupted in applause, and many felt the emotion of that scene. Although Derek didn't win the race, he became a true champion in everyone's eyes. Derek Redmond's Cramp teaches us valuable lessons about resilience, love, and the importance of having support during tough times. His father's gesture, abandoning his own safety to help his son fulfill his dream, resonated deeply with everyone who watched. To this day, that image is remembered as an example of determination and the true Olympic spirit. Derek may not have won a medal, but he gained something even more significant, a legacy of courage and family love that continues to inspire people around the world. This story proves that sometimes what really matters isn't winning, but how we face the challenges that come our way. The greatest knockout in history, Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas, 1990. The story of the fight between Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas, which took place on February 11, 1990, is one of the most memorable and surprising chapters in boxing history. At that time, Mike Tyson was regarded as the heavyweight king, undefeated and feared by his opponents. He had an aggressive style and impressive knockout power, making him almost unbeatable. Meanwhile, Buster Douglas was seen as an underestimated opponent with 42-1 odds against him. Nobody really believed he could defeat Tyson, and many fans attended the event just to witness the boxing icon's victory. However, what happened in that ring was a twist that caught everyone off guard. From the outset, Douglas showed he wasn't just there to participate. He came in with a well-defined strategy, maintaining his distance and using his skills to dodge Tyson's powerful punches. As the fight progressed, it became clear that Buster had a plan. He wanted to wear Tyson down and seize any opportunity that arose. In the 8th round, magic happened. Tyson, who appeared to be in control of the fight, was caught off guard by a powerful punch from Douglas. The impact was so strong that Tyson fell to the canvas, and the crowd went into shock. For many, this moment was unimaginable. The great champion was down, and Buster Douglas, the underdog, was about to make history. Tyson tried to recover but couldn't get back up in time. The referee counted to 10, and Douglas was declared the winner by knockout. This result not only marked Tyson's fall from the top, but also transformed Buster Douglas into a true hero. The fight was a watershed moment in boxing, showing that even when everything seems lost, determination and courage can lead to unexpected victories. Douglas, who was once seen as an ordinary fighter, became an icon for his bravery and resilience. The greatest knockout in history reminds us that in sports and in life, we should never underestimate the strength of someone determined to win. This fight is etched in the memories of boxing fans and serves as a testament that sometimes what seems impossible can become reality. Zlatan Ibrahimovic's bicycle kick goal, 2012. Zlatan Ibrahimovic's bicycle kick goal, scored on November 14, 2012, is one of the greatest masterpieces in soccer history. The setting, a friendly match between Sweden and England at the Amsterdam Arena, which would become famous for a single moment of brilliance. Zlatan, known for his bold style and impressive skills, already had a career filled with memorable goals, but this was a landmark moment that many fans and critics will never forget. During the match, Sweden was leading 3-2 when, in an unexpected play, Ibrahimovic pulled off a jaw-dropping move. He received the ball from a high pass, and instead of controlling it like most players would, Zlatan opted for an audacious bicycle kick. With an agile movement, he launched himself into the air and, with precision and power, connected his foot with the ball, sending it on a perfect trajectory toward the goal. What really stunned everyone was the distance. The shot was over 30 meters. The ball soared over English goalkeeper Joe Hart and found the back of the net, igniting an explosion of celebration among Swedish fans and leaving the English supporters in stunned silence. This goal not only solidified Ibrahimovic as one of the greatest strikers of his generation, but it also became an icon in world soccer. The play was so impressive that, in 2013, it won the FIFA Puskas Award, given for the most beautiful goal of the year. This achievement cemented his reputation as a football artist, a player unafraid to take risks. Moreover, the execution of this bicycle kick showcased the perfect blend of technique, control, and strength. Commentators and soccer experts were ecstatic, describing the goal as a work of art and a demonstration of Zlatan's unique talent. To this day, it is remembered as one of the most extraordinary goals in soccer history and a testament to the magic the sport can provide. The skill and creativity Ibrahimovic displayed in that moment continued to inspire young players and leave fans in awe. After all, in soccer, moments like this are rare and precious. Leicester City wins the Premier League 2016. In 2016, Leicester City became the center of the soccer world by winning the Premier League in a shocking and exhilarating fashion. This team, with a modest budget compared to league giants like Chelsea, Manchester United, and Liverpool, etched its name in sports history in a way few could have imagined. Before the season started, Leicester's odds of winning the title were 5,000 to 1, meaning that almost no one believed they could achieve such a feat. But as the saying goes, soccer is full of surprises. Leicester's journey in the Premier League began quietly. The team, having just escaped relegation the previous season, was underestimated by many. However, under the leadership of coach Claudio Ranieri, the squad began to gain confidence and gradually stood out. Players like Jamie Vardy, Riyad Mahrez, and N'Golo Kanté delivered exceptional performances, forming a cohesive and determined lineup. With each game, they exceeded expectations and racked up impressive victories. One of the standout moments of the season was their victory against Manchester City, one of the title favorites, where Leicester won 3-1. This win ignited hope in the hearts of fans and made the team believe they could contend for the title. As the season progressed, Leicester continued to surprise, winning crucial matches and staying at the top of the table. Finally, in the last match of the season, the impossible became reality. Leicester City clinched the Premier League title in sensational fashion. The streets of Leicester erupted in celebration, and fans came together to commemorate the triumph of a team that defied all odds. Leicester City's achievement is regarded as one of the greatest feats in team sports history, inspiring teams and supporters worldwide. the victory wasn't just about a trophy, it was a true lesson in perseverance, teamwork, and the belief that with dedication and passion, anything is possible. Leicester City showed that in soccer, dreams can come true, even when everything seems impossible. Rafael Nadal versus Roger Federer, Wimbledon Final 2008. The 2008 Wimbledon final between Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer is undoubtedly one of the most memorable moments in tennis history. Held on July 6th, this match is considered by many to be the greatest ever played, lasting an impressive 4 hours and 48 minutes. This clash was not just a test of skill, but also of endurance and determination. From the start, the atmosphere was charged with anticipation as Federer, the reigning champion, sought his 6th consecutive Wimbledon title, a feat never before achieved in the modern era. On the other side of the court, Nadal, a young and talented player, was determined to take down the Swiss giant and finally claim his first Wimbledon title. The first set was fiercely contested, with Federer edging it out 6-4. However, Nadal wasn't shaken. He responded strongly, winning the next 2 sets 6-4 and 6-2, putting himself in a commanding position. The match, however, was not without its challenges. With rain looming, play was interrupted twice, heightening the tension and anxiety for both players and fans. The 4th set turned into a real battle, with Federer showcasing his grit and skill, ultimately pushing the match to a 5th set after winning the 4th in a nail-biting tiebreak. The 5th set was even more dramatic, playing under fading light as the court grew darker. Nadal and Federer faced off in an epic duel. Finally, after an intense exchange of points, Nadal clinched the set 9-7, securing his first Wimbledon victory and ending Federer's remarkable run of titles. This historic matchup not only highlighted the exceptional skills of both players, but also their respectful and admirable rivalry. The 2008 Wimbledon Final is a landmark event in tennis, not just for its duration and intensity, but also for the spectacle it provided to millions of fans around the globe. It is truly a classic that will be remembered for generations. Michael Phelps, 2008 Olympics. The 2008 Beijing Olympics were marked by the extraordinary performance of an athlete who would become a legend, Michael Phelps. During these games, Phelps made history by winning an incredible 8 gold medals in various swimming events, a feat that once seemed impossible. With each competition, he not only showcased his impressive skills in the water, but also broke records and raised the bar for swimming to unprecedented heights. From the start of the competitions, Phelps stood out as a true phenomenon. He kicked off his Olympic journey with a victory in the 400-meter freestyle, setting a time that left competitors in awe. But the best was yet to come. Over the following week, he became the star of a series of electrifying victories, earning gold medals in the 4x100-meter freestyle, 200-meter freestyle, 200-meter butterfly, and many other events. Each win was celebrated as a historic moment, with crowds cheering in ecstasy at his relentless pursuit of perfection. One of the most memorable events was the 4x100-meter freestyle, where Phelps made an incredible comeback in the final leg, securing the gold medal for the United States despite seemingly insurmountable odds. The excitement and adrenaline were palpable, and many fans still recall that iconic moment. By the end of the Olympics, Michael Phelps not only became the most decorated athlete in Olympic history, but also broke a 36-year-old record set by the legendary Mark Spitz. Phelps' achievement of 8 gold medals in a single Olympic Games is a testament to his dedication, discipline, and unmatched talent. Phelps' journey in Beijing solidified his status as the greatest swimmer of all time, and his legacy continues to inspire athletes worldwide. With every stroke, he not only made history, but also won the hearts of millions, proving that with determination and hard work, limits can be surpassed. Michael Phelps' story at the 2008 Olympics serves as a powerful reminder that in sports, greatness is achieved by those who refuse to give up on their dreams. Gordon Banks' impossible save, 1970 World Cup. The 1970 World Cup, held in Mexico, is remembered by many as one of the most thrilling editions of the tournament. Among the many memorable moments, one stands out remarkably: the incredible save made by English goalkeeper Gordon Banks during the match between England and Brazil. The game was intense, with both teams determined to advance to the next stage. However, there was one particular play that etched itself into the memories of fans and the history of soccer. In a crucial moment of the match, Pelé, the Brazilian superstar and one of the greatest players of all time, leaped to head a ball that seemed destined for the back of the net. The stadium held its breath, and Brazilian fans were already celebrating what they thought was a sure goal. But it was at that moment that Gordon Banks, with feline reflexes and incredible skill, made a miraculous save. He dove to the side and with his right hand managed to deflect the ball, preventing it from entering the goal. This save was so remarkable that even Pelé, known for his extraordinary talent, was left in awe and declared it the best save I've ever seen. This save became an icon in the world of soccer, often referred to as the greatest save of all time. It's not just Banks' technical ability that impresses, but also the moment in which it occurred. The match was a titanic clash, featuring two of the world's greatest national teams, and a save of that caliber in such a pivotal game made history. What many don't realize is that this save not only salvaged the game for England, but also solidified Banks' status as a legend in the sport. Gordon Banks wasn't just a goalkeeper, he was a true artist in the net, and his save against Pelé remains an example of determination and talent. Even years later, this moment is remembered as proof that in soccer, anything is possible. Banks' save is not just a part of soccer history, it represents the excitement and magic that the sport can provide, showing that even in the face of great challenges, bravery and skill can shine through in astonishing ways. Gordon Banks' impossible save is a reminder that soccer is a game of moments, and this one certainly entered the annals of history as one of the most memorable. And so, we conclude our journey through the world of soccer with the impressive save by Gordon Banks, which undoubtedly became an icon in the history of the sport. This save was not just a moment of brilliance, it symbolizes the pure emotion of soccer and how, in the blink of an eye, an athlete can change the course of a game and leave their mark forever. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating insights into the world of sports. Comment below with your favorite moment and let us know if you were familiar with this incredible save. Until next time, and here's to more inspiring stories.